This is my Cardano price prediction today. Let's jump in. Hey, welcome back to Crypto Fitness. My name's Jay. If you like making those fucking gains, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share, make sure you like, and do me a favor and comment down below what your favorite crypto project is and your favorite way to work out. Okay, so jumping into the charts, let me tell you what I see. So this is Cardano, and we're just getting rejected off of this 50 EMA ribbon. I would love to see ADA go higher. I would love to see ADA go to the moon. But the reality is, Bitcoin is obviously the leading indicator, and if Bitcoin is bearish, Cardano is going to be bearish. Now that being said, I think Cardano has held up quite well against really everything. It's held its 200 EMA, it's even held its 100 EMA. We've got the 20 exponential moving average coming up and grazing the 100, but it did not cross, and it looks like the 20 EMA is actually starting to head to the upside. So that's looking good from my perspective here. We're getting some strong numbers on the DBSI on Market Cipher. We've got an 18 over a -5 on the previous candle, and then a 14 over a -2 on this candle. So it's starting to look like it's going in the right direction. But that being said, we're obviously still in a bear trend. You can see the Market Cipher A ribbon is turned gray, which is clearly bearish, and we wicked up past the EMA ribbon on Market Cipher A, and you can see we touched the 50, but we're getting rejected, it looks like. And Bitcoin obviously looks like it's getting rejected as of right now as well, so that would explain why ADA is having a tough time as well breaking this area. I'm starting to think that Cardano might be the leading indicator. And I say that lightly because obviously we know it's not the leading indicator, but because it's holding up so well, it's starting to make me think that maybe it's giving us an insight as to what Bitcoin and what the rest of the crypto market could be doing. This is especially bullish to me, the fact that the 20 EMA did not cross bearish onto the 100 EMA, and it looks like it's flattening out and wants to turn back to the upside. So if it can do that, if we can get a reversal here and just head up this way, that is going to be ideal. Now you can see that in my previous Cardano video, I made the case for a $1 trillion market cap Cardano. And if you think that's crazy, go watch the video. I make the case. That's what this blue bars chart is. And the idea was that essentially if we take the previous move that Cardano just took, before all of this consolidation back in February, if we just take this move that Cardano made just right here, we go back to August of 2020, Cardano, I mean, look, it consolidated for several months before making that big move. So something like this could easily happen again. I think it's happening right now. And you can see, obviously, we touched the 200 several times, and we had some bearish crosses here, but ultimately we had the blast off. And if you take this chart from this swing low of September 2020, and you chart it to the swing high of the all-time high at 250, and then you lay that onto the current candle, it's the exact same move. Now, granted, we know about diminishing returns. I believe in lengthening cycle theory. I also believe in diminishing return theory. The fact that each cycle has taken longer and the price action has not gone as parabolic as each bull run continues. So I believe in that wholeheartedly, and I'm simply just making the case that if Cardano has a similar move as the previous move, that we could see a massive upside, and that's assuming we don't go any lower than where we are now. So there are several things that are going to hinder that process if there's a stock market crash. For example, obviously, if there's a stock market crash, everything's going to tank, including crypto, and all bets are off at this point. This is just speculation. This is not for sure guaranteed going to happen. But you can see I'm relatively conservative with the bars chart here. I allow it to go lower than it did currently when I charted this. So obviously if it goes any lower than this point, then we're not going to see a $1 trillion market cap ADA, which would roughly translate to about a $30 Cardano, which if you zoom out here, you can see that if you make that same move, we'd be looking at a $30 Cardano. Absolutely insane. But the thing is I definitely think it's in the realm of possibilities, especially because we know that institutional money's coming in this cycle. And on top of that, this cycle could be a 2-peak or 3-peak cycle. I believe in lengthening cycle theory and diminishing returns. I've talked about this a lot on my channel, and if you followed me, you know that I subscribe to this theory. So if that's the case, then that means this bull cycle should take longer than each previous bull cycle, which means we could be consolidating for a longer period of time, A, and B, we could see another leg to the upside, right? Maybe we come up here to maybe $7 to $10, which is what most people have as targets for what ADA will peak at this bull run. But we could have another consolidation period and a third leg to the upside, because each cycle takes longer. So it's my estimation and it's my opinion that this cycle could actually go into late 2022 and possibly even into 2023. And the reason I think that is because if we take a look at Bitcoin here, if you take a look at the weekly chart on Bitcoin, you can see that we each, on Market Cipher B, we have hit the 100 line on Market Cipher B 3 times in each previous bull run. You can see in 2013, we hit it 3 times here, 1, 2, 3. You can see in 2017, 2018, we hit it again 3 times, 1, 2, 3. And in this bull run, we've hit it once. We've hit it 1 time. So that makes me bullish. And on top of that, if we assume that we're going to hit this 3 more times, what we can do is we can measure from peak to peak from each of these bull cycles. And I've already done the math. Each peak to peak is about roughly estimated about 200 days between each peak. This one's a little longer. This one's like 300, but this one's like a little less, like 150. So if we take an average of about 200 days between peak cycles, and if we extend that into the future, I've already done the math here, and I've already charted and mapped this out for me. This is my opinion. This is my chart. So make your own opinions. Do your own research. This is the research that I've done, hours and hours and hours. So take it for you what it's worth. So what I have charted here is I have a line here that I've charted for January of 2023. I have another one here for September of 2022, and then a soft line here. This could be maybe the second peak, roughly between December of this year, which a lot of people, were speculating that we would see the peak of this bull run later in this year, maybe quarter 3 or quarter 4 of this year of 2021. I personally believe it's going to take longer, but I do have a period here. Maybe this is where the second peak is for the crypto markets and for Bitcoin. So assuming that we have this lengthening cycle theory, that could even kick off a super cycle. If you want to call it a super cycle, you could call it that. So if we take that and apply that to Cardano, that makes me extra bullish that we could see a $30 Cardano, because we have institutional money coming in. We know that. And institutions haven't even really begun to come into the space. We have a few, right? We've got the Teslas, we've got the Grayscales, we've got the MicroStrategies, but we really haven't had some major companies like the Apples, the Amazons, the Microsofts. We haven't had companies like that jump on board, let alone the financial institutions. They haven't really fully adopted Bitcoin yet. And we have now seen countries start getting involved in the Bitcoin space. So people on Twitter have disagreed with me on the $1 trillion market cap for Cardano. Again, it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. I'm bullish on Cardano from a fundamental aspect because of Charles Hoskinson, because of the plan that Cardano has to really dominate Africa first and then eventually the whole world, and bringing equal and fair trade and fair opportunity to the country of Africa, bringing DeFi to the country of Africa. I mean, that, like, what lofty, and it's almost like Elon Musk's dream of going to Mars, right? It's like the next phase of humanity is to bring the world together on one network that allows peer-to-peer lending, peer-to-peer trading, peer-to-peer everything that's decentralized. That's what Cardano is. And so from a fundamental aspect, that is why I invest in Cardano. So these technicals are just that. They're just technical. Technically, right? From previous data that we have to go off of, as well as indicators and as much data as we can gather to make a educated decision and projection as to where the price action will go. But in the grand scheme of things, does it really matter? Because in 10 years, ADA could be a $5 trillion market cap. We don't know. If we have 1 billion people who adopt ADA, or even more, the whole world, let's say if the whole world adopts crypto, ADA is already in the top 5 projects, top 4 now, I believe. What is that going to do for the price action once we have everybody adopting it? I mean, $30 may seem like, from where we're at now at $1.39 trading, $30 could seem like where we were at, you know, down here at Corona, like a cent, 1 cent Cardano. Maybe that's what $30 feels like by the time all this fundamental bullishness happens. Who knows? And so it's just funny to me that people are like, oh yeah, no way the Cardano is going to hit $1 trillion market cap. You don't know that. On top of that, with institutional money coming into the market, who knows how parabolic this second or third leg up is going to be. We have no clue how parabolic things can get and how crazy things can get. So this move, to me, it's not conservative, but it's not way out in left field like, hell no, that ain't gonna happen. That shit's not gonna happen. It's like right in the middle of, like, it's like walking a tightrope. It's like right there, right? It's not conservative, but it's not way lofty. It's practical, right? We just had that move. We literally, back in from September of 2020 up until this stable coin period, if you want to call it that, we just had that move. So is it really out of the realm of possibility to see that same move to the upside? It may take longer, right? If we had the literally exact same move and over the exact same amount of time, it would give us February of 2022 is when this would hit $30. Personally, because I believe in lengthening cycle theory, I think it's going to take a little bit longer than that. But again, does it really matter? If you're bullish long-term, if you have a long-term perspective and a long-term outlook, this really doesn't matter too much. It only matters in the sense that we can take data and we can speculate and project what we think the price action is going to go to. So that is my 2 cents on ADA, of my interactions with people. In the immediate short term, you can see we are currently in a ascending triangle. It looked like Cardano wanted to break out of it. We also have a Fibonacci level here, the 236 level. So there's confluence there at that line. We've held support there. But this is a big level here as well. The $1.40 area. I mean, right now you can see we're trading at $1.39. And because the 200 EMA ribbon is right here on the 4-hour chart, I mean, you can see, obviously, we just haven't been able to break past this on the 4-hour chart. $1.42. So that's been a rough spot. But it looked like it wanted to break out of this resistance down here, right at about $1.39. So it looked like we were close to breaking out, but now it looks like we're getting a throwback and a fake out possibly, because look at the volume here. I mean, there is no volume. Obviously, that's going to be indicative of a potential throwbacks. On top of that, Bitcoin looks like it is doing the same thing. It's like Bitcoin is flirting with this line. You can see clear downwards resistance right here, all the way back from June 15th at about 41,000 for Bitcoin. It's come down here. We've struggled to break 36,500 now, and now that resistance has come down even further. You can see right here. That resistance is right here at about 35K approximately, give or take a few thousand. So but it looks like we're just having a tough time breaking that. So obviously looks like Cardano is following suit, but Cardano again is holding up better than a lot of projects. XRP, for example, XRP was trading almost at $1.60, I believe. It's $1.95. I stand corrected. $1.95. XRP was trading much higher than where Cardano was at the same time. Back there at the all-time high. What was that, April? Yeah, in April, XRP was trading a lot higher than Cardano. And look where XRP is at now, 67 cents. So, I mean, clearly Cardano has been holding up better than really any other project, maybe besides Ethereum. I mean, and you could even argue that it's been holding up better than Ethereum, because Ethereum has actually broken its 100 EMA. Whereas if we go to Cardano, the 20 EMA did not break the 100 EMA on the daily time frame. So clearly Cardano is showing strength here. It's just the intangibles with Cardano. It's the fundamentals, it's the community. We've got smart contracts coming up. Alonzo hard fork is within 90 days, guys. I mean, think about what is going to happen when smart contracts hit. We have a bunch of DeFi projects coming out. Cardano is now being traded on Nexo, which is another exchange. You can trade it on leverage at Nexo, which is pretty sweet. If you, I did a video on that, so go check that out. And also, if you want to see more in-depth analysis on this $1 trillion market cap prediction that I made, go check out that video. I'll link it in the description below. And remember, if you're new to crypto, or if you're trying to take your trading skills to a higher level, make sure you get on the wait list for my course, Crypto Trading Secrets. In that course, I teach you everything from A to Z about how to trade. If you want to use leverage, I'll teach you leverage. If you don't want to use leverage, I teach you how to swing trade, long-term trade, and you can even day trade without using leverage. You can short without using leverage. You can long without using leverage. The strategies and techniques that I teach you in Crypto Trading Secrets are seamless, they're timeless, they're evergreen, and they will help you in whether you're trading crypto or any other asset. And I share with you the secrets that a lot of the top traders are using in the space today, so you can maximize your gains and minimize your losses. And you know, if you've seen my workouts, we're all about those fucking gains. So get on the wait list for Crypto Trading Secrets. It's a free course, so you have nothing to lose. It just takes effort. Now, because my course is free, if you are so inclined and so generous, if you'd like to donate to the channel and support the work and support me giving content to you guys for free, you can donate any amount of money or crypto that you feel is equal to the value that I've provided in this video or any of my other videos. You'll find the links to my Cardano, Ethereum, and Bitcoin addresses are in the description below. And if you like making those gains, make sure you subscribe, share this, like it, and give me a comment down below what you think about $1 trillion market cap on ADA or higher, $30 Cardano. And the very last thing, stay fucking hard. See you in the next one.